Welcome to the application of the individual financial planning elements. For this, I highly recommend to use the Swiss Create Business Manager. With this easy to understand and simple tool, you have all the financial planning elements you need on a single platform. All calculation is automated, so you can make no miscalculation. Let's try out the tool for the break-even calculation with the same example of my coffee shop. First, I log in to Swiss Create Business Manager and open the project Coffee Shop. I go to the chapter Calculators and choose the break-even calculation. And here I open a new calculation. I choose the title Coffee Shop and the date. As you can see, there exist two different kinds of costs, variable costs and fixed costs. Do you remember these costs from the previous video? Variable costs are costs because we are producing. If we do not produce, there are no costs. And the fixed costs are costs because we are existing. Even if we are not producing, these costs will last mostly. A break-even calculation is done by product. So for each product, we calculate the specific break-even point, the quantity I have to produce to get into the profit zone. Let's calculate my main product, the coffee. So I start with the variable cost. Where do I find these numbers, the values? Yes, in the financial planning. And where there? Right? These numbers I used in the planned profit and loss statement. So I will write coffee, standard and to go. And my costs I can have a look at the planned profit and loss statement. Let's have a look. Here I have the profit and loss statement, and as you remember, here is the turnover, here the costs, and to get these numbers I had to calculate with the variable costs. These were 50 cents per cup. What else I do have as variable costs? Yes, I have also value added tax. It's about 8% here, and that will be about 20 cents. The revenue per unit, I sell the coffee for $3 a cup, including value added tax. So that's all about the variable costs. Now let's have a look to the fixed costs. If we just produce or sell one product, it's a very easy calculation. Just take all fixed costs. Where I will find these costs? Yes, of course, again in the planned profit and loss statement. Further below, as you can see, here you have all the expenses and also the depreciation. These are also expenses. If we are producing or selling several different products, we first have to allocate the costs to the different products. How could we do that? An easy way is to handle the fixed costs with the proportional turnover. And with the knowledge of this proportional turnover, I allocate the costs in the same proportion. Let's have a look. Here I have this sheet already prepared. On the left side, I listed all my products. I have coffee to go, rolls and cakes, and cold drinks. With the annual turnover, I have here these numbers I also got from the profit and loss statement. With a total turnover of $89,300, I am able to calculate the proportional turnover of each product. I calculated it here. So this 35,000 is 39% of the whole turnover. And the coffee and coffee to go, I can add together. And so I have about 63% of all my turnover is concerning the coffee. Next, I listed all my fixed costs, again from the profit and loss statement. And these total costs per year, I now calculate with the proportional percentage. So 24,000 with 63%, I have 15,158. The social insurance, with a total amount of 12,000. Also here, 63%, I will get $7,579. And I calculate all these fixed costs together, with one exception, the maintenance. This maintenance concerns the coffee machine, so I keep the whole amount in the coffee column. And now I can take these numbers here and add these numbers to the break-even calculation. All the fixed costs are filled in now, and with Save, I get the break-even point as shown. Well, hey, this is the break-even point. I have to sell about 9,545 cups until I get into the profit zone. And below you can see the chart. The blue one are the fixed costs, and the orange one are the variable costs. This is the turnover line, and here I have the break-even point by 19,545 cups. And now? Yes, now what? This is only the first step in work. What is the second step? Back to my fixed cost calculation. How many cups does my profit and loss calculation include? Let's calculate the annual turnover divided by the price. And I will get in a total about 18,800 cups. Compared to the break-even, I had 19,545 cups. So I have about 745 cups less. What does it mean? Despite my annual profit of $4,195, I have to admit that this profit does not come from my coffee. My coffee covers a lot of the fixed costs, or I'm not in the profit zone with my coffees. I must now consider whether I want to live with this situation or whether I want to take measures. For example, I could first increase the quantity of coffee by specific measures, so more customers. Second, I could raise the prices of a cup of coffee. Or third, I could try to reduce the product costs, or all three together. Whatever the case, I now have a basis for my further measures. I wish you many insights and good ideas with the break-even calculation.